Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today we got an absolute monster for you. Today we're building in the H9 Flow. It's been a couple weeks since we built here on the channel with it, but we got beautiful 10 infinity fans going in the system. We got the Deepcool LT720. We're going for that infinity design look. We're starting it all off with the 7800X3D, which is one of the best CPUs in terms of gaming performance right now on the market. We're cooling with that LT720. We're putting on the B650 Carbon Wi-Fi from MSI as well. We've got 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM coming in from G.Skill on the S5 Ripjaws, that blackout aesthetic. And then we've got a lot of RGB. Those 10 infinity fans like we talked about. We've got Strimmer cables coming in from Lian as well. And then the 12-volt high power as well as a 24-pin main motherboard. To top it all off, we're putting in a 4080 in the Gaming X Trio, which is going to look absolutely stunning. All the RGB. This is going for almost a Sith vibe for this customer. You want to do like a Sith vibe, which we're all about. It's going to look absolutely stunning when we're said and done. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button as well to help us with the algorithm over here on YouTube. If you want to catch us live on edited raw like it is right now as we record these intros, you can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Stince at 10 a.m. Eastern. We hope to see you soon. Holy moly, is this going to be a absolute monster on your Monday.
God, no. Oh, ram down. Above here, and let's get started on the build. Today, again, we have the beautiful B650 Carbon, which is a fantastic board to go with the 7800X3D from AMD. Get the CPU out, guys. 7800X3D out of the space here. Take a look at our motherboard here. Let's open up the socket, make sure the socket's looking good. No bent pins, looks great. All right, guys, here we go with the 7800X3D down the socket. Right in we go. Slot this in place. All right, we got that done. Let's get our socket off here. I love the B650 MSI boards. They have that quick disconnect here for your beautiful NVMe drives, things like that. No screws needed there. Just have to cut open our drive. KC3000, if you guys saw the short about the KC3000, it'd be really cool to get a link for that because people don't realize how good this drive is, like one of the best drives you can buy right now on the market. Yes, we do. Our study, all the GPUs get pulled out and shipped separately. Anything above like a 4060 Ti, like 4070s, some 4060s we're packing with them in, 4060 Ti's. It really depends on the size of the card. But most, like some of the three fan, like 4060 Ti's and 4060s are a little bit smaller, compact, and we can protect them with a foam. But yeah, most of them we are shipping external. Yep, KC3000 down in the socket here. Let's slide this cover back on. There we go. All right, let's get our RAM in there. Again, the G.Skill S5 Ripjaws. He's going for a black and red theme. He's going for a Sith build. I'm pretty sure we're actually printing or doing etched glass on the side that's going to be like the Sith logo. So it's going to be all red and black, and it's going to look absolutely killer. There we go. There we go, chat. Black and red on that, black and red on the board. It's gonna look absolutely killer. Let's get our standoffs for the Deepcool LT720. All right, guys, motherboard is done. B650 Carbon Wi-Fi, 7800X3D down in the socket. Our standoff for the LT720 are down in there. Our primary NVMe slot, we have a KC3000 drive. It's a 1 terabyte drive. And then our RAM, we have 6000 CL30 in the G.Skill Ripjaws S5. That's 6000 CL30, 32 gigs from G.Skill. Absolutely beautiful setup here. Black and red is the goal. A little bit of the white aesthetic, which is perfect for the Sith theme that we're going for on today's build. Let's slide this aside. Let's get that beautiful H9 Flow out. Obviously, one of the favorite cases of the year. NZXT came out of the woodworks this past year and built some of the best cases you can buy in terms of performance, aesthetic, value. The H9, the H6, the H7, all these cases, even the H5 Flow, all these cases, they just did so right this year. Their front close-up on this beautiful H9 Flow. There's that case all opened up. We're gonna get these fans out here in a few minutes, these little NZXT AER fans. But first, we're gonna get the motherboard down and in. All right, guys, we're gonna go top down. Get this beautiful motherboard down and in. A B650 Carbon. There we go, all screwed in. Perfect, so I'll give you guys a front close-up here. This carbon board looks so good in this case. We've used this carbon board in this case quite a bit. Looks absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna get our rear light. I will say the only thing about this case is it's super dark back here with all of our lighting that we have. So I have this little really cool craft light that's on a stand here just to give us a bit more light when I'm building back here. Let's work on our front panel connections. We need these fans out of the way as well. So we're on our side fans, chat. I need to grab one more fan here. I gotta grab the rear fan. This is what's going in our case today. We're gonna slide this aside so we can start working on all the fans here. They're not such a waste. Yeah, it's crazy how that card has gotten like, from being the elite to be like, oh, it's just a 3090 now, you know what I mean? Because the 4070 Ti is like dwarfing its potential. Yeah, I hear you. It's not what the 4090 is doing, you know what I mean? The 4090 is clearly like the GOAT. The 3090 was like, yeah, it's really good. And then it's like, hey, we came up with this the 4070 Ti and it's better than our highest end tech card. It's like, yo. I'm not sure how the airflow works with this case. So there's fans on the bottom blowing air up, fans on the side blowing air in, so it's bringing air through like this, and then exhausting out the side, so it's drawing the air through. All right, speaking of which, we're gonna take the rear fan out now before we work on the bottom fans. Okay, that's in. We have to work on the bottom fans next, chat. 3 on the bottom, 3 infinity fans for the bottom. There's that. Next we have to work on strimmer cables and power supply. There were strimmer cables for the 24 pin, put them in. Then we'll work on the rad next. So we got this 24 pin main motherboard RGB extension cable in. That's big and bulky. That's in. Next is going to be power supply. Only I'm going to say I'm going to do the reason to do the power supply is so we can get these cables out of the way when we put the cooler in. It's a little easier. So let's do the power supply, and then we'll finish with the cooler. Power supply, we're using a PX1000G from Deepcool. MSI is on a huge back order right now for power supplies. We actually, people got some upgraded power supplies right now doing 1,000 watts. This is a higher end power supply from Deepcool. It's honestly like, I think it's like $20 or $30 more typically than MSI power supply. And it's the same, they're both made by Channel Well as the OEM, which is what, if you're buying any, mostly ATX 3.0 power supplies right now, it's only Channel Well and Seasonic making them. The Seasonics are priced really, really, really high, even though they're very good. These Channel Wells have been phenomenal. The Deepcool uses a little bit better internal components over the MSI. So it says maybe we're just getting some free upgrades right now. There's chat, beautiful power supply from Deepcool. And the PXG 1000. Plenty of juice for today's system. Cables that we need 12 volt high power. There it is, right there, you can see that there. 12 volt high power, we need CPU 1, SATA. We'll need SATA for Lian. It should be 3, which is perfect right there. It's 4 on that. It says PCIe, which we do not need. CPU 2, we do need that. All we need now is our 24 pin main. There we go. All these other cables will be in the motherboard box. There we go. Everything is good and seated. Good we go. There's our power supply. Let's get this in. All right, all in there for the cables. Let's run our EPS up here to the CPU. 1 and 2. All right, cables on the back are done. Time to work on the AIO. Cable manager's looking pretty good. You see on the back where we're at. So far, the case is really good for this. This case is really good for doing cable management. All right. We already custom water loops? Not so much. It's so much more maintenance that people don't want to deal with. So yeah, we have less of those now. We used to do a couple here and there. Not so much anymore. People don't want to have to deal with the maintenance of those. This magnetic here is just a pain. What it is, chat. Usually I like putting this on first, but the only thing about this case, you have to put you have to drop it in first before we put the pump on. This is a little bit easier to do before I did this, but here we go. All right, there we go. There we go. Here we go, all in. Here we go. All right, guys, give you a front close up there. Oh, we got that done. Sorry for the delay. Whew, all right. Then we go with the RGB, which is way over here. Then we have to hook up our dual USB. Here's that. Our USB 1, USB 2. All right. Hook this one up, and then we're on to our GPU chat. Just gonna clean up these cables really quick. Let's go ahead and 12 volt high power through. Boom, GPU. All right, good. Okay. All is connected. Oh, I love this, the GPU chat. Beautiful 4080 from MSI. There it is, the Gaming X Trio. Thick boy, indeed. 3 slaughter today. Here we go with the 4080 Gaming X Trio. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. There it is, chat. Sheesh. And we go with the 12 volt high power cable. We got that snip that we wanted to hear. There it is, all in. There she is, she's done. Guys ready to light her up?
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Stince. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, and watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.